Alrighty. Good evening, good morning, depending on your area. And Happy New Year's to you. And this is my Monday Night Raw take. And if you're familiar with Monday Night Raw was on 12/29, uh hosted in I think San Jose. Seeing on Netflix, kind of wasn't overall thrilled about everything. There was more segments than there were matches. To be honest, it kind of ended with not even like to me a great way to end the year. But if we were to rate a 1 out of 5 star, gets a one, maybe a gracious two, maybe a gracious, depending. Felt like there were some sequences between. I'm gonna try to go sequence to sequence. Of course, they had the interaction with the Vision, and of course, of Austin Theory appearing with them. So of course they confirming that he's with the group now and everything. Um, Not mad at the take. Again, I think we saw Austin Theory against Rey Mysterio later on. Um, and then there was an interaction between Brian Breaker and CM Punk. Uh, Again, a little face to face before we have the match next week. For for the World Heavyweight Championship, and overall it was like a mid. Like I personally feel like CM Punk's mic skills were better against Cena again when leading to their matchup. Well versed in what he's been like these past couple, honestly, last couple months since being champion. It's not been stellar for me, but I've had seen better Punk and seen better takes on him. So maybe it wasn't that great of a thing for me, especially leading up to a big title match. I don't feel like leading up to this, I'm leaning towards him. Honestly, I'm leaning towards Brian Breaker. Do want to see a change. We are going to maybe see a change, hopefully. Within the WWE. Again, I'm going for Brian Breaker. Hopefully next week. Whatever's in the script, that's what it is. There's also the women's triple threat for the women's world championship with Stephanie Valkyrie being the champion. Hello, EIT. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if y'all in. And it was Nikki Bella and so Raquel Rodriguez. And for me, the match sequence was sub subpar. Happy New Year's to you as well. Happy New Year's to everybody. The match was subpar. I wasn't really like that really thrilled with it. Um, I feel like there could be like, especially a lot of big sequences between all three of them women. I feel like it could have been like way better of a triple threat. Especially because the women's styles of triple threats that we had in the past, and not to say, well, of course, Io, Rhea, and and sorry, gosh, Naomi were like phenomenal. So it was like hard. I'm sorry, and Bianca Belair. They were like hard to top again. So, and then you had even more decent women matches, but it was like I felt like that could have been a lot more better. But given so, I'm not the biggest Nikki Bella fan. I feel like Raquel Rodriguez is a long time coming for her for a world championship run at least. So hopefully we'll go ahead and see another sequence to where her and Stephanie go at it again. Happy New Year's to you. And I haven't been thrilled. I'm looking forward to like 2026. Um, Hopefully we get Roxanne Perez. You know, maybe a shot. Doesn't have to be like too long, just like a month off. Maybe against Stephanie. I don't know, because then we could see how Judgment Day will be run. at this point now with Dirty Dom and unfortunately JD McDonough out. Um, Hopefully, everything gets healed up well. But looking forward to when they come back. Again, going to see what Judgment Day does going forward because there's always like the tease for the breakup, and who knows about the explosion now, especially because of I forgot what was the couple matches a couple weeks ago, probably so maybe a week or so ago with Roxanne Perez and the interaction with Raquel and her and Liv. It was one of them things, you can see it where it's a hint at you don't know who's going to betray who. You can see where Roxanne is probably getting like the Rhea Ripley, what's that? Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest type deal. So she wants to go ahead and do it more so her own. So that's understandable because especially because she wants to be a singles world heavyweight champion, and rightfully so. With Liv being a former and Roxanne being a former NXT Women's Champion, so it's at some point her just due personally. And I think next was like the I preferably I would think I've been wanting to see a Jay Uso heel turn. I think I've been wanting to see that during the War Games match, but I don't know how this whole tag team stunt is going to last. A might get hinted at it because you've seen Jay tweaking out maybe like a couple weeks ago. Hopefully, maybe so. And again, not really too sure where he's going to be at, but it could be a decent thing. Also, seeing um didn't really clarify, but I'm willing to check and make sure and just double check of the source that they're going to have LA Knight returning soon. So hopefully, with that being so, got a lot of possibilities for a lot of different things. And again, so and we ended off with the sorry, because there's the Austin Theory versus Rey Mysterio. Of course, Rey Mysterio had won because he had help from Penta at the last part where Logan Paul had interfered. So it was like a weird sequence. You would have thought he would have had a better spot in order to execute the heel move so Theory could have gotten the win, but it's written in the story, so we already know how it is in WWE. And unfortunately, the last party segment of the night was AJ Styles and Dragon Lee defending their defending world tag team championships against the Usos, which the Usos had reclaimed for the ninth time. For the ninth time in their career, World Tag Team Championship gold. So congratulations to them. Kind of was always interested in the Dragon Lee AJ Styles story, seeing where it was going to head. Again, I could see them two going, maybe one to NXT, and honestly, at this point, knowing that AJ is going out soon, I wouldn't be mad to see him in TNA just to finish it out. Guy's been everywhere. I've been the biggest AJ Styles fan. Um, with them having the crossover between TNA and NXT, I do feel like now is more of a possibility than it was at all. Since especially now you have former TNA guys that now came over and now producing and now helping and still like wrestling now to this day, just like AJ. So it's really interesting to see. And you even got guys like I said, Samoa Joe that are in AEW. But again, it's really interesting to see those guys and see them characters still thriving where they're at, especially from where they started. So I grew up off of watching AJ Styles. So um so that'd be phenomenal. See him win either the TNA or like I said, since Trick was a um, former TNA champion. So do feel like at some point maybe we could probably get that. But and that's gonna be it for this take for the most part. Wasn't gonna be too long winded with everything. Again, we're gonna have more wrestling talking segments. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are interested in my wrestling reactions and live chats. So we'll get back with y'all next time. I'm pretty sure the next live will be on 12 a.m. Eastern Pacific, January 3rd. So if you are, it's back down. So till then, have a great New Year's, everybody. Be safe. Take it easy. Be great.